Hey, hey, hey. It is so good to come your way again. Our topic for today and the rest of the week is on sleep management. We spent a lot of time. I believe it's been fun for you because it's really been fun for me looking into our optimum health and wellness. In the process, we've looked at the first three key components that helps us to achieve optimum health and wellness. And fourth on this list is sleep management. So I hope you join me today and all week as we look into the things that we need to do that helps us to achieve optimum sleep. Okay? Because you guys, here's the deal. You know that sleep is one of the key components to an optimum health and wellness. Sleep does a lot of good for us, okay? When you sleep good the night before, when you wake up the next day, you reap benefits, okay? There are mental benefits that you reap. It helps you to have a positive mood. It helps you not to be easily aggravated or angry. It helps you to have good relations with other people, because if you aren't easily angered, if you aren't easily irritated, it's going to help you with the relationships that you have. It helps us to perform at our optimum level when we have had enough sleep the day before. So here is the deal. We are a unit, and I don't think I can get over this. I don't think I can ever stop saying this because that is the simple truth. So once we know that and we begin to work this together, we begin to reap the benefits. All right. So what I want us to do is I want us to begin to think about some of these things when we hear about sleep, sleep, sleep. I know one of the first things when we hear about sleep is we begin to hear, oh, I need to sleep 8 hours a day, and oh, I'm not getting enough. And so I want to start the conversation. I want to begin to create the awareness when it comes to sleep and the right things that we need to do that helps us to reap the benefits, okay? Because it's really, really, really key that we keep these areas in this aspect. We're talking about sleep management. We keep it in a way that helps us to do the wise things that will help us to be balanced, okay? Because our main goal is to give you tips, is to equip you to live a fulfilled life and a balanced life. And in the process, health is wealth, okay? Optimum health and wellness is one of the really key, because no matter what you want to do, if you don't have good health, how can you do the things that are your dreams, are your desires? So you need that good health. You need that optimum health. You need that saying that goes that health is wealth. So you and I need to have optimum health so that we can be able to achieve our dreams, live out our desires, our dreams, either it's American or whatever type of dream that you have. You need this body to function at its optimum level so that you can be able to live out these dreams and these desires. So for me, it's my passion. It's really key for me that I continue to create the awareness that there are things that we need to do, or better still, there are things that we shouldn't be doing, that if we are able either to do or not to do, helps us to be on the positive lane as far as our journey to optimum health and wellness. All right. So what I want us to do is I want us to take a quick break. And when we come back, we are looking into some of the tips as to what to do to be able to reap the benefits when it comes to sleep. So let's take a quick break and we will be right back. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining me. We are looking into sleep management today. And here is the deal, guys. The first thing I want us to look into is that the things we do, okay, sometimes we all don't get enough sleep, but we need to begin to think about this. We need to begin to create the awareness and change the way we do things. If we didn't used to have enough sleep, I'm saying that let's begin to change them, because here's the deal. Sleeping is one of the areas that suffers, okay? If we have things to do, it's like, oh my gosh, I got to meet up this paper deadline, my homework. So we do a cutback on our sleep, because nobody's gonna knock on our door or send us a bill for not sleeping. So once we can temporarily cut back our sleep and we think we're good, doesn't mean that it's good for our health, okay? Because our goal is to achieve optimum health and wellness. So much as there'll be nobody, keeping us accountable, we need to learn to keep ourselves accountable, knowing that here, I'm on a journey to optimum health and wellness, and a good sleep, how I manage my sleep is one of the key things. Because here's the deal, I always say, in life, there are causes and effects. The things we do, that impacts the results we get. And many a times we are looking for solutions to the symptoms without going deeper into the causes of these actions that we do daily. And so when we either forfeit our sleep, cut back on our sleep, and probably get something else done, we think we're being successful, but when it comes to our sleep, it's not helping us. So I want us to begin to create the awareness. I want us to begin to think about this and see some of the changes that we can do. Most of these things are simple, okay? So I want us to put it in a very simple way that we are able to do them, because I'm really big on that. So I like the way the National Sleep Foundation puts it, okay? So we're just going to use something that you already know, because repetition is key to effective learning. And another thing when it comes to learning is that when you are able to tie the new information to what you already know, it makes it simple to grasp. And that's why I love the way the National Sleep Foundation puts it, all right? So it's this way. When it comes to our sleep, we can use our 5 senses, okay? Touch, right? Smell, right? Okay, taste, feel, we want to use that. So today, in looking at how to manage our sleep positively, I want us to look at touch, okay? Now, what does that mean to you? Touch and sleep. What are you trying to bring out? What are you trying to figure out? And to be able to give these tips on touch when it comes to effective sleeping and reaping the benefits, I want us to take a quick break. We will be right back. Welcome back. So we're looking into sleep management, the right things to do, how to make our sleep the best so that we can reap the benefits. And in the first tip we are sharing, we are looking into touch, okay? We are using our 5 senses to connect to the right things to do to help us to have effective sleep management. So when it comes to touch, all it simply means is that how do I feel? Touch has to do with feelings. So how do I feel when I sleep? All right, so let's talk about this first tip of touch, which has to do with sleep, so we can be able to make it easy and simple and do them. So the first thing that has to do with feel, what is the room temperature? How do I feel when I go to bed? Do I feel hot? Do I feel cold? So there is a recommended temperature that says anywhere in the mid 60s, like 65. It's a good temperature for you as far as your bedroom. But here's the deal. It's a recommendation set, but each of us is different. Each of us is unique. So you would have to play with the temperature in your room to come to a place where you know that, oh, okay, even though 65 doesn't work for me, maybe 68 works for me, because we're all different and we warm up our body temperatures differently. So you would have to experiment to see the temperature that is comfortable for you so that you'll be able to have a good night's sleep. Okay, because here is the deal. Our body temperature warms itself, okay, based on our sleep cycle. When it is evening time, when it's night time to sleep, our body temperature goes a bit down, okay? So if the room temperature in the room becomes too hot, what's going to happen is you begin to feel hot, okay? And then you get woken up from your sleep. Because what's happening is since your body's getting hot from the room temperature, what happens is your body begins to cool down your body by producing the sweat, okay, to cool the body down. And the sweat that is being produced is it's the evaporation to cool the body down. And so if you have the room temperature set too high, you have these sweats and it wakes you out of your sleep. If you set it too low, what is going to happen is your body is trying to warm itself because now it's too cold. And so the contraction of the muscles and the release, makes you now shiver. That's what we don't, when we go through that, we don't think about it, but now the muscles are contracting and expanding, contracting and expanding, trying to warm the body, and so we shiver. We go through this shivering. So you would have to play the room temperature. The recommendation is the mid 60s, but play with it and see what is comfortable as far as how do I feel, so that you don't get necessarily woken up from your bed because of sweating or because of shivering, so you can be comfortable and stay asleep longer. Okay, so that's one tip that you and I can do right away. Okay, as far as the touch, as far as the feel, how do I feel? Another thing when it has to do with the touch and how do I feel is the mattress I sleep on. How do I feel when I sleep on it? Does my body ache? All right. One tip that I was reading said that, does it feel like the hotel mattress is really comfortable for you than your own bed? Probably it's time to look at your mattress. Probably it's time to change it. All right. The recommended is for us to change our mattress every 8 to 10 years. Okay. And so sometimes we could be sleeping on a really old mattress. And hey, I'm not here to criticize you if your mattress is old or whatever, but I'm saying because we want to change our habits, we want to change some of these things so that we can be able to achieve optimum health and wellness. We need to look into some of these things. Sometimes, we all love shopping. We go buying clothes, shoes, and even buy things that we may not necessarily need. But our mattress, that is key. We're going to sleep on and get that comfortable night's rest. We just use it for a long time without changing it, so to speak. So probably it might be time to shop for a new mattress. And there is that old-time myth that says when a mattress is really firm, it's much better. No, everybody's different. One size doesn't fit all, y'all. It doesn't. So you would have to look. Some of the key tips when it comes to getting a new mattress is it comfortable for me? Is it supportive for me? Some people actually like soft mattresses. Others like it firm. Others like it medium, in between. So you would have to just, test out and see what is comfortable for you. What is comfortable for me when I go to sleep, okay? Do I wake up rested? Do I wake up, feeling like, oh my gosh, I had a good night's sleep? Or I'm waking up with aches and pains. That is your key, that your mattress is not supporting you when you sleep. Okay. And it doesn't have to do with just your mattress. It has to do with your pillow. Is the pillow supporting your head and your neck? Or you wake up thinking that I slept on my neck and all that. All right. The sheets you sleep in, are they comfortable? Okay, how do you feel when you go in your sheets? So here are very basic but simple steps, okay, that we can look into as far as looking into our sleep management. Very important, okay, but we, for the most part, ignore them, that we can begin to change, that would help us to achieve optimum sleep, okay, have the positive things that we do, that we can be able to, when we wake up after a night's sleep, be able to reap the benefits. So let us take a quick break, and when we come back, the closing remarks on this topic. See you soon. Welcome back. So we are talking about sleep management. We have established the fact that it is one of the four important components of the things to do to achieve optimum health and wellness. And so today we are looking into tips. We've grouped the tips so simple with things we already know. We are using the five senses. We talked about touch. In other words, feeling. How do I feel as far as my room temperature? How do I feel on my bed? How does my mattress feel? Do I wake up rested or do I wake up tired? And so here are some of the simple things that we can begin to look into, we can be able to think about. Of course, feel free to talk to a sleep doctor or a sleep professional if you need assistance. But right away, here are tips you can begin to look into that will actually help you if I need to talk to a sleep expert, a sleep professional in this area. And so look at these things, use them to evaluate your own sleep environment, your own sleep practices, because for sure, the way you sleep does affect your outputs the next day. So it's really key that when it comes to sleep, once we look at the feeling things, once we look at the touch things, using our senses to connect the things we do to our sleep, it is key that we connect these, do the right things, so that the next day we can be able to reap the benefits, being ready for the next day, so that together on a day-to-day basis we can be able to live a life of balance and a life of fulfillment. So I shall thank you for tuning in. Tuning back tomorrow as we look into more of our senses and how to connect them to our sleep. Thank you and see you next time. Bye-bye for now. Hey. It is so good to come your way again. Our topic for today and the rest of the week is on sleep management. We spent a lot of time. I believe it's been fun for you because it's really been fun for me looking into our optimum health and wellness. In the process, we've looked at the first three key components that helps us to achieve optimum health and wellness. And four on this list is sleep management. So I hope you join me today and all week as we look into the things that we need to do that helps us to achieve optimum sleep. Okay? Because you guys, here's the deal. You know that sleep is one of the key components to an optimum health and wellness. Sleep does a lot of good for us, okay? When you sleep good the night before, when you wake up the next day, you reap benefits, okay? There are mental benefits that you reap. It helps you to have a positive mood. It helps